Atypical Quickie. Generally, stereotypes about race are seen as a bad thing. It causes someone to make assumptions about an individual that just may not apply. And truly, it is a problem. The few women in male stereotype fields, for example, perform less well and have lower life satisfaction when working around mostly men than when there's a greater number of women working alongside them. On the other hand, stereotypes often tend to match statistical data, such as African Americans being better at many sports. That can lead to the stereotype threat, where someone suffers from anxiety at the thought that they might be conforming to a stereotype. Imagine a black athlete who's really good at what he does and loves it being reluctant to pursue a career as an athlete just to avoid the stereotype. Or a Jewish person who's reluctant to be frugal, but frugality is a good thing that will benefit someone long term. Avoiding it because of a stereotype is counterproductive. It's the darker side of stereotypes that often doesn't get mentioned when trying to improve the problem of discrimination. Imagine when someone trying to avoid a stereotype tries to get into, say, a STEM field when that's not where their talents or interests lie. It's going to result in underperformance and discouragement, which is not only going to result in that person's life satisfaction being diminished, it's also going to reinforce the stereotype and just make the problem worse. A lot of times, it becomes systemic to a movement, such as modern feminists actively discouraging women from becoming housewives, even when it's what they genuinely want to do. The stereotype threat results in a reduction in performance, socioeconomic outcomes, and life satisfaction. And even worse, it can make you feel like there's something wrong with you as a person. Breaking out of a stereotype can be a great thing when it helps you be the person you really are. But when you as an individual truly conform to a stereotype, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, then being discouraged from your talents and preferences can be as bad as feeling you have to conform to them. Anything that inhibits you from being who you are is generally a bad thing. That includes when people make assumptions about you due to a stereotype, and when you avoid the stereotype even when it suits you as an individual.